Also, for all of you who don't know, on your desks, on your tables, you have little chairs, little beach chairs. Everybody knows what those are for, right? Cell phones, right? Okay, this is the technology presentation of the day. So you put your cell phone in there, a nice little beach chair, and start thinking about how wonderful it is in a few. This is me in 1983. Obviously, I've gotten a lot uglier since that photo was taken. But I am Luke Weinman. I'm the Chief Technology Officer for the South Shore CVA. I am what everybody likes to call in the office the computer nerd. So that's what I do all day, is turn things on and off. That's pretty much what the boss says I do, so that's a good explanation of how I roll. Basically today, I want to talk a little bit about Don Johnson. No, I really don't, but I dressed like him today because I thought this was like an 80s thing, and obviously I didn't get the memo that nobody else in the staff was dressing, so I did it anyway, just because my wife found this awesome jacket for $5. So I mean, I can't beat a deal when I see it. Anyway, so 1983, that's the PC, right? I think that's like an Apple II or something like that. I forget exactly. That might be an IBM. I don't know. I didn't have a computer in 1983. I was 4, but that's what it looked like. This, of course, is the Zach Morris phone. I remember that one because I love Saved by the Bell. Anybody here have the Zach Morris phone? Did you really? So, do you still have it? Oh man, I wish you did. I'd totally buy it from you. The boss has a pager, which I'm surprised he still has, which is kind of cool. But so let's take a quick look through Don Johnson's eyes and view some web stats of what we've been able to do for the South Shore CVA and what we've been able to do for our website over the past year. We're really excited about what we've been able to accomplish. In 2012, we had about 117,000 visits to our website. In 2013, about 175,000 visits for the year. Those are, of course, our unique visits, the ones we care about, the ones that are good for us, because that tells us that people are coming to the site, and new people coming to the site. That's been a 49% increase. Our page views, 315,000 page views in 2012. In 2013, we had just over 500,000 visits, or page views, I'm sorry, in 2013. So a lot of people are checking out what we have to offer on the website. A 59% increase in page views. This particular part, our stat, is one that I love the most because people are spending time on our website. So if you look at 2012, 2 minutes and 43 seconds, the average, that's how much time people are spending on our website when they come to it. The average time for a DMO and for the travel industry is 3 minutes and a couple odd seconds. In 2013, we had 6 minutes and 40 second, or 6 minute and 40 second average in 2013. People are spending an enormous amount of time on our site. The increase is about 145%. And the reason they're spending is because they're finding information about you. They want information about what you guys do, what are the things you have to offer, the calendar events that are going on. So this is important to you. So if you're not going on our partner portal, which I'm sure Megan will talk about, and some things up in the roundtable as well, get in there and make sure your data is correct. Make sure they have the right contact information. Make sure they can see what's going on and what you have going on. And later in the presentation, I'll talk a little bit about mobile and dive that down even deeper. So, mobile phone, I'm just getting into it right now. This is what we can do with mobile phones now, right? Thanks to our graphics department for taking Miami Vice and turning it into a mobile device. Kind of cool. I thought that was pretty neat. Thanks, Andrea. Awesome job. We can start cars with our mobile phones, right? You can start your vehicle. You can unlock your doors at home. You can pay with them. Google Wallet now allows you to pay with your mobile phone. You can board airplanes. You don't need the paper ticket anymore. Just take that, they scan it, you board your airplane. Phones are saving lives. This guy has a chip inside his heart that tells him his heartbeat. It's an AKG. He gives it right to his doctor, anytime, any place. Doctor doesn't have to show up. Goes on his phone, gives it to him, real-time stats. The doctor can always be in communication with the health. Mobile phones are so important that the FAA has now said we don't have to shut them off when we're taking off and landing. Right? I mean, that's important. The FAA, right, allows us to do that. We got that joke. Anyway, I'll give people moving Anyway, the world without mobile, let's watch. So awesome, it's Angry Birds. I love it. Life is better. Qualcomm did this video. There we go. Qualcomm did this video, I don't know, about a year ago. I just thought it was awesome. It is kind of true what life would be without mobile. Let's dive a little deeper into some stats about how much mobile has grown over the past year. 50% of average global mobile web users now use mobile as their primary or exclusive means of going online. So 50% of the people now use their mobile phone, their mobile tablet to go online and find information about what they're looking for. By the end of 2013, there were more mobile devices on Earth than people. And this past year, it was the first time ever they sold 1 billion smartphones. 1 billion. That's just a crazy number. This one I absolutely love, and raise your hand who's done this. 44% of cell phone users have slept with their cell phone by their side so they don't miss a notification. Almost half. Slept by their phone so they don't miss something. Mobile web adoption is growing 8 times faster than web adoption did in the early 1990s and early 2000s. Basically, you can't ignore it anymore. I'm sitting in Disney World, and this was, I don't know, in October of this past year, and I have my 2 kids, 7 and 8 years old. I have a buddy along who we met. They happened to be in Disney at the same time. We met up for dinner. And we're in Disney. Let me put that in there again. We're in Disney World, the most magical place on earth. And we're at dinner. And I just happened to look up at dinner. And again, one more time, we're in Disney World, okay? I happen to look up across the table and I see that. All 3 kids on their iPhones playing in Disney World. And then, to bring it even farther, I'm sitting there and we're talking, we're having a drink, and I turn over to the right and I see my buddy's 1-year-old daughter using her finger to go through the mobile phone. You can't ignore it anymore. Kids are growing up with it. It's what they're going to be used to. It's what they're using. This is where we're going. So if you don't have a mobile plan, you're going to be lost. I mean, that's plain and simple. I was going to say a different word, but I'll move on after that. But, we got public here. Okay. So more people are using mobile to access travel information, as we just said. 2009, 2012, there's some stats. I didn't get one for 2013 yet, but you can see the growth from 8% to 38% in travel for leisure, and in business from 20 to 57%. It's pretty much doubling and tripling over every year. We can't ignore it anymore, like the dog, right? Like the cat. You can't ignore that anymore. If you don't have a quote from Google, your presentation is just not any good, so I put one in here. If you don't have a mobile strategy, you don't have a future strategy. Eric Schmidt, executive chairman of Google. Sorry, my mic keeps falling on my ear. I think my ear's too small. So mobile search. This is what people are searching on when they use their mobile phone. You can see that it kind of runs the gamut here. It's, arts and entertainment to home furnishing to healthcare to shopping. They're using their mobile phone for pretty much everything when they search online. And of course, travel is in there as well. The majority of mobile searches occur in the afternoon and evening. When people use mobile search to help make a decision, these stats are great. 30% more likely to visit a retailer website, 57% more likely to actually visit the store, 51% more likely to make a purchase, and 39% more likely to call a business. So if they're using their mobile phone to find information. This one is just absolutely blows my mind. 63% of mobile search triggered actions occur within 1 hour of the initial search. So within 1 hour, these people are doing, they're hunting, they're gathering on their mobile phone, they're probably already on their way to the store, they're just trying to figure out which store has the best price, which restaurant has the best sale, which hotel has the best price to stay the night. They're already on their way, and they're getting there within an hour. This takes it a little deeper. This divides it out between less than an hour, 1 to 5 hours, and in gray, 5+ hours. But you can kind of see here the difference between how these actions are taking online and offline. So visiting a store, 51%, less than an hour after they search online. Call a business, 56%, and so on and so forth. So we had a situation at the CVA. From 2009 to 2012, we launched our mobile site in 2009. In 2012, we looked at it and we said, man, it's just boring. It's no fun. We need to do something different with it. And during our last summit in 2012, the site wasn't done. We finished the mobile site in May because we pushed our mobile company to do something different. We wanted something different that people could relate to, people would use, and not just be the average mobile site. So what we like to call our mobile site is sort of on steroids. What we did is we recreated Yelp for our mobile site using the geocentric technology. And I'll dive in a little deeper here. We knew that out of our 5 counties that we represent, it's a wide area. It's not just one city. So it's got to represent a wide area. It's got to be good enough to represent all the areas that we represent. We knew people traveling to our area, looking on our website, were from everywhere. We had Texas, Florida, Illinois, Michigan. They were all over the place pulling up our mobile site. So it had to have a component where they were in market or out of market. We needed to decide which was what for each person looking. So we came up with this.
The mobile device, a small computing instrument used for the operation and communication of thoughts and ideas. Today, mobile devices are everywhere. With a variety of uses, there's no limit to what a mobile device can be used for. They're used for making calls to loved ones. Acquaintances can send one another text messages using a mobile device. Children are even using mobile devices to entertain themselves with highly addictive and bothersome video games. There's even some practical uses that mobile devices can provide, like the telling of time or acting as a compass. All of this via a mobile device which fits into the palm of one's hand. But there's one community that is giving more use to mobile devices. The community to which I refer is the South Shore. Found just south of Lake Michigan, the South Shore is making strides in the field of mobile devices. When using their new mobile website via a mobile device, one can improve their vacation experience all the more. Using the new mobile site found in the South Shore, one can find special offers. They can learn about what is nearby and they can discover things unique to the South Shore. The mobile device, once used for the simplest of tasks, now a tool of continuing advancement for the knowledge seeker.
So a fun little promotional video we put together for the CVA, and the guy in the wig is actually me. I don't know if you guys could tell that or not, but yeah, it was me. My acting debut. So this is it. This is the mobile website that we used, or that we had. Now, you can kind of see that's laid out. Obviously, that doesn't fit all on your phone, so the way it kind of looks when you zoom in a little bit, up at the top, we have photos that change during the season. So when I took this particular screenshot, it was 65 degrees outside, and it was sunny, and if you can kind of see here by the, get my clicker work here, 65 degrees and sunny, which we tell the temperature on it, but so we can keep dreaming for the next couple of weeks. But basically, we kept it simple. We followed the KISS method, keep it simple, stupid. And we put the navigation to make it very easy for the consumer getting on the website. So we also added some transportation. We kept it uniquely South Shore, which follows along with our desktop site. We have a spot for advertising down here. We also, of course, put in our social media, and always there's a phone number for people to call automatically. So diving in a little deeper, when a person comes to our website, when a traveler goes to our website, it automatically asks them if they want to use the Nearby Me feature or if they want to use the center of city. So if they're out of market, they're probably not going to want to use the Nearby feature because they're going to say they're 5,000 miles away from a certain area. So what we do is we tell them you can use the center of city to get that information, or find a particular property or restaurant or attraction and use that as your center. But if you're in market, it goes like this. Basically, if I'm in dining, it'll list things out. So this was taken at the Welcome Center in Hammond. I was looking at restaurants in the area. I pulled up using my geocentric navigation on the mobile site. You can see here Freddy's Steakhouse is 0.6 miles away. The Center for Visual Arts, 3.3 miles away, right from the Welcome Center. And this is done for anybody using their mobile phones. So if you're a partner of ours, which you all are, your information shows up first. So when people are searching for this information, they're going to find you right away depending on where they're at. So if they're in Maryville, they're going to find properties that are right next to Maryville. They're not going to have to search alphabetically through a million properties. They're going to find the ones that are closest to the ones in Maryville or Cherryville or Dyer or Lowell or Michigan City. Wherever they are, they can find the information right there. You can also map it out. So if you don't want to list view, you want to see a full, if the user wants to see a full map of what they're doing, they can look here and see all the different properties and where they're located throughout the map. So let's dive in deep into an actual listing. If you look at the Hilton Garden Inn in Maryville, you can see here, this is what a listing looks like. So of course, right at the top, you can view that website of the Hilton Garden Inn. You can book it now. So if you want to book a stay there, you can do it automatically. It gives the location. There's also some cool features with calling. Driving directions, it'll give you driving directions directly to the property, or the what's nearby feature as well, which I'll get to in just a second. Description, of course, comes right from your CRM tool. So if you're using the partner portal and your description's up to date, they're going to see the up-to-date information. The photos are probably one of the most proud parts of this that I like, is that they're used just like an iPad does. You know, when you just scroll through your photos with your finger, they work exactly the same way. So it's what people are used to doing. This, of course, is a little dive in deeper of the directions, using the directions functionality with Google. This is the blown out navigation. When you're actually on a website, or on a page rather, you can pull the navigation out to your right, and it's listed very easily, so you can use your finger, you can use your thumb, and navigate to the place you're looking for. You can also search. We have a very advanced search for the mobile site. You can search by distance. So if you type in a keyword, we'll use farms, and I'll dive in deeper in a second here. Once you click search, you want to see 20 miles from where you're located. You can also choose types of restaurants you're looking for, types of hotels you're looking for, types of attractions you're looking for, price range you're looking for, and it'll sort those alphabetically if you want that to do that as well. So we use farm. This is the way it breaks out. It has listings, events, details. So any listing that has farm in it, any events that are taking place at a farm, the Mudathon, or any deals that farms have. So if you're not adding deals to the partner portal that you have going on all the time, you notice I'm repeating here quite a bit with what's going on with this partner portal. It's so important that you're putting this information in so people can see it and get to your site. So what happened? What were the results? I like to divide things up between Apple users and Android users. I'm a huge fan of both. Probably a little bit bigger fan of Android now because it's Google, and they just asked me to be part of Google Glass. So you know, I gotta fill that plug in there. iOS, 12 months, 32,000 visits from an iOS phone, which is a 53% increase from last year. Android, 26,000 visits, 43% increase from last year. Page views skyrocketed. People are looking at the site now. 13,000 in 2012, 187,000 page views in 2013, which is a 1,300% increase of what people are looking on this mobile site. Visits, this one's awesome because in 2009, we didn't have this many visits to our website in 2009, 60,000. Now on our mobile site, we have 2013, 60,000 visits to our mobile site last year, 1,300% increase over last year. So, mobile. Just a quick, some other things that we're doing with events. We're doing some mapping things as well. People can go online now and download maps for events. They can download maps for particular things like farmers markets and have all of them listed out with their locations automatically from our website. Candace Nowak in our office does an absolutely amazing job putting these together for events. So if you want a map for an event coming up, for something coming in, just let her know. She'll build them right away. They're downloadable. You can print them out and hand them to your guests. However you want to do it, we can make it happen for you. A-Res, this is something new we tried this year with basically booking directly from our website. You can book directly onto the hotel site. The first couple of months, we'll be dead honest, it was kind of miserable. We didn't do a whole great deal of booking online. We were working with A-Res, we keep working with them to manipulate how visitors are seeing things, how consumers are seeing things, and we've actually boosted quite a bit in the last half of the year. We're very happy with where we're at. We're going to try to continue that in 2014. But here's some of the hotels that are performing sort of the best. Just a quick snapshot of some of the hotels that are performing very well on A-Res. Of course, Comfort Inn, or not of course, but Best Western, Comfort Inn, Best Western, and Ameristar Casino and Hotel in East Chicago as well. So, finally, this is by far my favorite thing we did last year, second to the mobile. This is called Get Smart Content. Has anybody heard of Get Smart Content? Okay. Anybody heard of IP addresses? Right? Everybody knows what an IP address is? Okay. An IP address tells your internet service provider, okay, Comcast, whoever they are, SBC, whoever they are, they tell us where you're located in a general area. So when you come to a website, if you ever notice you go to Home Depot, you go to one of those websites, it'll say, hey, your local store is Cherville. Well, how the hell does it know that? Well, it's based on your IP address. So what we did is we used Get Smart Content to give a user a completely different experience from just going to our website normally. Normally, if you go to alongthesouthshore.com, it's going to pull up the website, plain and simple, right? You're going to get the first thing, it's going to scroll through the 4 slides, everybody's happy. What we want to do is we want to increase conversions. We want people to stay on the website, we want people to use the site, so what we're doing is we're giving the consumer exactly what they want, when they want it. So let's take that a little further. Market drive, right? If you're in market, or out of market rather, we want you to come and make it a getaway, right? So stay for the weekend. So when you come to the website, it's going to look based upon if you're within a 50-mile radius of where we're saying our target audience is, and then it's going to say, okay, we're going to put this little banner up here and make it a getaway, and feed the information directly to the consumer. NorthwestIndiana.com is a large referral of ours, so they refer a lot of people to our website. So what we did is, we know those people are most likely locals within our drive area, within the counties that we work with, and so we want them to stay the night or enjoy our nightlife. Go to a casino, make sure they hit up a restaurant, make sure they go to our partners' locations. So when they get here, it automatically goes to give them nightlife information. Of course, Indiana Dunes, nps.gov, another large referral to our website. When someone comes to our website that's referred from nps.gov, we automatically give them nearby hotels to the Indiana Dunes. Places that they want to stay, so again, conversion rates. Another one, and there's hundreds of these that we do, well, not hundreds, but tens of these that we do, that allows us to go to different things. So Pierogi Fest, right? If that's a major event of ours, when people are looking for, if they're out of market, they're a visitor, they're looking for things to do in the area, most likely, we automatically give them the major event in the area to be fed to them automatically. They don't know what's going on. All we do is on the back end, it gives the user what they want, when they want it, and in turn gives us more conversions, getting more people to come to our area to stay, eat, sleep, drink. So, I have a question. And of course, Don Johnson has to have a cooler, right? So, what popular Microsoft product made its debut in 1983?
Windows.
No.
Office.
I'm going to give it to you. They didn't have Office yet. It was Word. So, thank you very much.